Hi, my name is Mitra Manesh. I'm a servant. I serve through teaching, coaching, consulting, or any other way that I can find to share what I know with those who want to know. And this Lights On podcast is one of those ways. It was created with consciousness and mindful living in heart. So join us as we travel through many roads of learning and transformation together. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us feedback by rating us 5-star and share us with others if you think they may benefit from it. On behalf of my team, I thank you for your presence. This episode is about happiness, or actually about an obstacle to happiness that I have seen for many decades. I call it the PTSD that many people have around the experience of happiness. I know it may sound unusual and a little bit of oxymoron concept, but let's take a listen together and see if this goes home for you. Great. So why did I even ask you, are you ready to be happy? Of course, the question is such a silly question. Well, let me tell you what my observation and belief and philosophy is around happiness. And I'm going to use happiness and joy interchangeably here. You know, people talk about PTSD, about events that have gone wrong in their life. I am of the belief that most of us, if not all of us, have PTSD around happiness. Yes, around happiness. I know it's a huge statement I'm making, but I tell you why I'm saying that. So let's see what happened. If we believe what I'm saying, that happiness is a natural state of being, and say a child comes to this world and they are happy until, of course, the conditions change. So I'm a child, I'm happy, I'm going around and all is well. And then something happens and grabs my happiness and I stop being happy. And then that repeats again. I'm happy, I'm in nature, I'm having fun. And then something happens, something either drastic or something drastic in my awareness. Because you see, PTSD is not something that we talk about and say, these are the events that qualify for PTSD. No, it could be something so small, something so gentle that hugely affected people. And I hear things and people usually tell me, I know you're going to laugh if I tell you what has been like stopping me from going forward in this area. And I tell them I never, ever, not internally or outwardly, laugh at anything like that, because it's not about what it is. It's about what it meant to me, especially as a child, if we were younger or even older. So I'm happy this happens and I'm not happy anymore. And then I'm happy again. That happens. An intruder comes in. There is some kind of abuse happening, physically or otherwise. And then in my mind, I conclude that when I'm happy, this happens. I connect these two together. I create something around happiness. I have a story, may not be a very obvious and aware story, but there is a story in the back of my mind that associates that happiness with what went wrong. I remember about 15 years ago, I took my children to visit a friend in Montreal. And this friend had 2 children, and one of the children was had some major health issues. And I thought it would be a good idea to bring some normalcy to their life and just let kids play together. And I facilitated that, and I saw all 4 kids, their 2 kids and my 2 kids were really playing in the background, and you could see them laughing and having fun. And all of a sudden, I heard the father coming to the backyard, calling that unwell child and saying, "Stop it. And I looked at him and I thought, I wondered what it was. And he said, you know what happens every time you laugh like that? And I remember my heart dropped and the child immediately just went down and the play stopped. Everybody went in. There was silence for a while. And I just took my kids for a drive because I felt like they just didn't know what to do. That's an exaggerated version of it. That's an outwardly with the noise and voice version of it. If I tell you how many times we feel like that we really, and people say that, oh, it's too good to be true. I don't know when the next shoe drops. I mean, all these statements that we have, all these sayings that we have just indicates that there is that moment, the moment I'm feeling a sense of joy or happiness or the combo. That my mind says that unspoken, common, shared PTSD says, oh, do you know what's going to happen? You're laughing too much. You're enjoying yourself too much. You have too much. You're too healthy. You're too happy in this relationship. Your home is too enjoyable to you. This ride is too good for you. This trip is going so well. And of course, what happens is the moment I feel like that, the moment I buy into my frightened mind statement, what do? I probably either create or interpret the thing that happens next into something that is not happy anymore. It's a huge statement I'm making. It's a statement based on 36 years of observation and a lot of internal evaluation. But I'm very, very cognizant of the fact that many of you may not agree with me. Hope this episode answered the question or two for you or provoked and inspired questions in you. I'm so grateful you showed up and listened up. Until the next time, be well and stay curious.